Hey everyone, and today is my follow-up on the retrospective of Jamie Lee Curtis's career. And today I'm going to be talking about the beautiful Barbara Bach and reflecting on her career. She was a model before she got into film. She did audition to be in Charlie's Angels, but didn't get it. She did a few Playboy issues, was in a couple of other magazines, and did a number of Italian productions, the late 60s to 70s, and one of them is this classic, a giallo movie. These are the predecessor of slashers, and this one's quite thrilling. If you're an arachnophobic, you won't like the scenes that show the spider, but if you like horror and gore, this gets pretty bloody. There's Barbara there. She's not in the movie for long. Like, the character shows up, has a couple of scenes, and then there's her death scene. The opening one's fairly graphic. And yeah, it's just some detectives trying to find this crazy psycho. And, after this, Barbara will be in a couple of comedies, which is one main one, where she did some nudity, and was in the Island of the Fishmen, the Great Alligator. All these were in the 70s, and joined Harrison Ford and Robert Shaw in Force 10 from Neveroni, the sequel to The Guns of Neveroni. It's not a bad military feature. Bit of drama, like comedy, bit of action. Barbara's in there, and like Jamie Lee before her, she did some more nudity in this. So, it's just a thing that some actresses and actors do, but yeah, Force 10 from Neveroni, it's underrated. Sure, many say it not as good as the original, but hey, it's got Harrison Ford, Robert Shaw. They work well together. Barbara does well in it, and it's not a bad feature. And of course, the one she's mostly known for, The Spy Who Loved Me, where she is Agent Triple X. Now, this is a good Bond film. Main villain's not so great, but this is iconic, because nobody does it better. It's awesome intro. We've got the main scenes with Jaws. The chemistry between Sir Roger Moore and Barbara was quite strong. And yeah, the acting's good. But yeah, I never liked the villain of this movie. Found him to be a bit boring. But one of the best Bonds. And then after that, she was in this movie called Up the Academy, this underrated slasher called The Unseen. And what I find to be probably more iconic role is in this cult classic, where she met her husband Ringo, and they're still together today. Met on set of this, fell in love, and have been together ever since. Yeah, this film's quirky, funny. Barbara looks great in that furikini. Some iconic moments in this. Slapstick. It's a spoof. And yeah, the cast did well. Had lots of fun. Some young stars starting up. Shelley Long, Dennis Quaid. But yeah, so again, Barbara looks great in this film. It's a bit funny. There's some questionable things that you see it today, and then you're like, yeah, if this movie was made today, it would hardly fly. There's been some comments around saying, oh, see a remake? Well, with how Hollywood's going, we might. So yeah, quite the career. Barbara started off modeling, and then she met her first husband. Then she did show up to a Beatles show. This was many years before she met Ringo. And then, yeah, after they fell in love, she starred in a few of his music videos. Been to many of these peace conferences. Seen a number of photos because Ringo's active on Facebook. And yeah, it's been quite a career. There's many other films out there which are rare, hard to find. Some are monster movies, comedies. But those were 4 main ones. And again, it's been an honor. And, well, there's a light Star Wars connection, again, because she worked with Harrison Ford. So again, imagine if Barbara took on the role of Princess Leia, or had Jamie's work, and those 3 just switched, because those 3 are very similar in looks, facial looks, very lightly, and they've done similar roles, worked with mega name stars, and yeah, all have a little something to do with Star Wars. It's crazy. It's a theory. It's chaos theory. Things are connected, and many films reference others before and ones after reference. It's a cycle. And again, it's been an honor doing a look back at this actress's career. So I'm going to take a break, and I shall be back a bit later. Until then, I'll scare you very much later.